Hey everybody. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do screen recording on an iPad. I'm going to show you how to add screen recording to your control panel if you don't already have it. We're going to do this first, and then it'll go into how to use screen recording with things like Notability. So if you go to the top right hand corner and you bring down your control center, you can see that I have mine there. The screen recording is going to be the one that's the red dot that's flashing. If you didn't have that, and if you're not recording, it's not going to be red. It's just going to show that same symbol, but it won't be red. If you don't have that in your control panel, no big deal. We're going to go back to the home screen and we're going to go to settings. So inside of settings, you want to find your control panel and you want to customize controls. So you would tap that so that this comes up. You can see in the include that I have screen recording. If you do not have it, you look down here in the more controls, you would see it down here, and then you could simply just touch the plus button to add it into the things that you would have in your control panel. That's how you do it. You would then push the home button, and to test it, you could bring your control panel down from the top right hand corner and it should be there now. Hope that helps. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you something today that you can do if you have an iPad. I'm going to use it with Notability. What I'm going to show you is how to do a screen recording while you're using apps like Notability. So I've already started recording, but I'm going to show you how I did that. If you go to the top right hand corner of your iPad and you drop your control center down, you're going to see that you have this as an option. You can see the red dot, and it is, now I just stopped it so you could see where I tapped it. Now you're seeing where if you hold on to it for just a second, you're able to see that it's recording to my photos. I can stop recording here. I can also turn the mic off, and then you couldn't hear me at all. So if you want it to record just what you're doing on the screen, you can turn the microphone off so it's not picking up any noise. If you want to be teaching a lesson, you want to keep the microphone on so that your students can hear you. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my home button so that I can go back to my screen. Now, Notability is a great resource if you want to teach a lesson. You can use it as a whiteboard. So if I scroll down, I've put in a worksheet that I have, but you can also just use it as a whiteboard. And up top, you're going to see different tools. So I'm going to tap on the pencil, and I can just write on it like I would on my whiteboard. You're going to see also the highlighter option where I can highlight things. You're going to see the T for text where I can actually type something in. Voila. Okay. You also have the eraser function where you can go in and you can erase anything that you've done. Okay. For the text one, to get rid of it, you would just type back in and delete, and you're good. Now, you can also, up in the top, you can hit the plus button, and this is where you can actually bring in different things into your lesson. So if I wanted to bring a picture in for my photo library, if I wanted to take a picture, if I wanted to scan a document, put a GIF in, etc., I could do it from there. Okay? Now, you've got some other options here. You don't necessarily need to worry about that, but you can play around with them if you want to see if it's seamless, where it's going vertical, or if it's a single page. That's up to you. But you can play around with those options and see which ones are going to work for you. All right, so let's go back up. So anytime you want to scroll without writing on the page, because right now my pencil is selected, so anytime I touch the screen, it's going to record anything that I'm writing. So if I'm just simply trying to go up the page back to where I had my templates that I'm going to write into, I'm going to select the hand and I'm going to scroll back up. All right, now what you can do is you can actually type into things. So if I was doing the verb hablar in the preterite for yo, then I can just write right in here and I can teach as I go. Okay, I can put in here like that, and I can put in right here just like that. And then what I could do is I could use my highlighter, for instance, to highlight, hey guys, I'm teaching my students, look here, what do we notice? We notice that the endings are the same for ER and IR verbs in the preterite tense. So that's how you can use your screen recording as you're teaching in an app like Notability. If you want more practice on Notability, absolutely you can do that. I do believe it does cost. It is an app that costs, and there are other ones out there as well besides Notability. But if you're looking to do some online instruction, having an app like this is really helpful, just because you can use it as a whiteboard and you can explain things the way that you like to explain them. So I hope that that helped. Again, if you want to stop recording, you'll go back up to the top right-hand corner. You'll bring down your control center. I can simply tap the red dot that's recording, or I can hold on to it and pop that up, and then I can just hit stop recording. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys need anything else.